This video presents you one of the new product launched by Pragmatic Techsop Private Limited for the consulting industry. A new consulting module is developed in OpenERP, keeping in mind the specific needs and business process of various consulting firms. As you can see, there is a separate module for each of the business process of the consulting firms, like the sales, purchase, the consulting projects, accounting, HR, administration. The main key feature of this product is it's open to customization to suit the business model of the consulting firms across all domains like the IT, manufacturing, finance, etc. This video would give you an overview of the important functionalities present in this product. As there are different services offered by the consulting firms, you can categorize all your services and you can create a separate category for the legal services, and under this legal service you can create the number of services like the conveyance service, counseling service, evidence collection, legal advisory service, notary service, investigations, interviewing with clients and witness. So in this way all these services are grouped into a legal service category. In this way n number of categories could be created depending on the requirement of the consulting firm. This is a product form in which the details of all these services could be entered, like for the conveyance service, what would be the cost price, the sale price, and all the relevant specifications belonging to this particular service, or in this case the conveyance service. This is the customer history which you see in the sales module, which includes the list of all your customers. If you go to any particular customer form, here you can enter the details of the customer, his contact address, the postal address, the contact details like phone, mobile number, emails. So in this way a record of all the customers could be kept into the system. Similarly, all your vendors or suppliers history could be recorded into the system in the purchase module. There is a separate human resource module which would help efficient management of all the workforces and the staffs of the organization. Like as you can see, this is the employee's history. This is the employee form which includes the name of the employee, his date of birth, his passport number, his contact information, his job position, and all other relevant details. Here this is a salary structure, like for each of the job position in your organization you can create a salary structure. Like for the marketing executive, it includes the salary heads like HRA, the conveyance allowance, professional tax, provident fund. Now coming to the sale order, in the sales module, like this is the sale order form which could be used for tracking the customer orders. And this is the name of the customer, his invoicing and shipping address, contact address. In the sale order line, suppose if this customer 01 has ordered for a legal consulting service, so this could be entered into the sale order line. And now as you see, there is a checkbox create new project. So for delivering this legal consulting service, you can create a new project for managing the legal consulting service. So when you confirm this sale order, as the checkbox is selected for the create new project, a corresponding project of this sale order is generated in the system. So when you go into the consulting module, you will see the legal consulting service project is created for this customer order. Now for delivering this legal consulting service to the customer, there are a number of processes involved. So for each of the process you can divide this project into various tasks and subtasks. So corresponding to each process there would be a distinct task. Like the client counseling, for the client counseling there is a separate task, conveyancing another task, investigation, legal advice, notarization. So in this way, for the legal consulting service, these are the tasks created according to the processes involved in delivering the consulting service. Now we go into each of this task form. So this is the task form, which includes the details like the task summary, the client counseling, to which project it belongs to, legal consulting service, the deadline of this task, to whom it has been assigned to. These are the services required for performing this client counseling. Now the task work includes the time spent by the executives of the organization for the client counseling service. Now after completion of all the tasks, an invoice would be generated in the accounting module. So this is the customer invoice for the 01 customer for delivering the legal consulting service firm, and this is the invoice amount 7425. Now if you go into the analytic chart of account, which is present in the accounting module, it would give you the details of the revenues and expense associated with each of the consulting projects. Like this is the revenue, this is the expense, and this is the profit incurred over each of the consulting projects. Now, there are various user-friendly reports present in the consulting module, like as you see over here, the project task consume product analysis report, which includes the details of all the consulting projects, which all services are utilized for delivering the consulting service. So this is the breakup of the parent legal consulting service project into various tasks like the client counseling, conveyancing, legal advice, notarization. And if you drill down further, you can view, like for the client counseling, the services utilized, the counseling service. Similarly for conveyancing, this is the service utilized, legal advice, notarization. Similarly, we have a report for project task consume time analysis, which gives you the details of the time spent by each of the executives for delivering the legal consulting service. Also, the user has an option of allocating the budgets over all the consulting projects. Like this is the budget form, which includes the period, start date and end date over the period in which the budget is to be allocated. The analytic account gives you the details of the projects and the task. There are three distinct fields: planned amount, practical amount, theoretical amount. The planned amount is basically decided by the user before starting any consulting projects, and theoretical amount is the actual amount which should be used. It's proposed by the system. And the practical amount field, it's updated by the system based on the actual expenses and revenues incurred over delivering of consulting service. Now if you view the budget analysis report present in the consulting project module, there are two budgetary positions, purchase and sale. The purchase is for the expenses incurred, the sales is the revenues received over this project. So this gives you a detailed view of the planned amount and the actual amount incurred over each of the consulting service. For client counseling, this is the planned amount, this is the actual amount, this is the theoretical amount. This is the calendar view for each of the consulting task. Like the consulting task spread over a month. This gives you the consulting projects spread over a week, and this is the day-wise report of the consulting task. Here is an option for selecting the task based on the employees or executives to whom it has been assigned to. If you select the, like Anthony, these are the tasks assigned to Anthony, and if you select the Fabian, so the legal advice conveyancing is been assigned to Fabian, and select the Julian, so investigation is being assigned to Julian. These are some of the useful and important features of this product. Thanks for your patience and listening.